Hello, Keep Singing members. Today we're going to go over, okay, we've, say you've got a bunch of exercises you've been collecting because I've been encouraging you to do that, encouraging you to remember all the exercises that you have ever done and write those down. And today I'm going to show you, in case you haven't seen it, where you write that down. It was in the first month module that came via email, and you click the link in the email and it takes you to the website. So, but I want to go over that because this is critical. It is critical that you practice regularly and frequently. Now, I call this a daily vocal practice, but it doesn't strictly have to be daily. But if you really wanted to go somewhere with your voice, you should be practicing daily. You should be doing something daily. But ideally, you're going to be doing at a minimum, you'd be doing 30 to 45 minutes, 3 days a week. That's like just for kind of maintaining what you've got. But if you don't have any vocal practice at all, still like you're in your third or fourth month of this program, you still don't have a vocal practice. We're going to solve that today. But let's say you don't, and you need a little help in that department. Wait, where am I going with this? I'm distracted. Turn that down. Okay, it's a little like bright over here. First it was too dark, now it's too bright. So you might be asking yourself, okay, I'm collecting exercises, but I'm not sure what to do with them. By the way, this timer's wrong. I can't get it to cancel. I don't know how to make it stop and go away. Honestly, go away. Refresh the app. There we go. Maybe that'll help. All right, let's try that. Start. There we go. Learn something new every day. You and me both. So, okay, you've been collecting exercises. What do you do with them? And where do you begin? In the first month module, I talk about developing your vision for your voice, and it really does have to start there, y'all. It's not just something that's popular among self-help gurus, although it is popular among self-help gurus, but you need to know your why. Your why helps you slog it out when the slogging is necessary. Hopefully, you won't be slogging it out that much. You'll be like, yay, I get to develop my voice today. Woo! And maybe you have something you're working toward. That's further like fuel under the fire down there, if you know what I'm saying. Like, push yourself forward when you need to. So we're gonna go over again the whole concept of developing your vision, and then how that works to help you develop your vocal goals, and then how that works to help you develop your daily practice. And that is where all your exercises fit in. So I'm going to share my screen and get us going. Let's see here. Okay, so here we have practice vision. Now this is in your, I want you to see, hopefully this is going to work. This is in your member files, okay? So when you're in your groups, Keep Singing group, just hover over this link and then just go on down to files, and that's where this lives. So here they are, and you can just download them. When I click on mine, they open in a new tab because I think that's how I have it set up. And then once you have it in a new tab, you can go down on mine, which is a Mac, you can go down and click the download button. And I know that PCs are similar, devices have some type of similar setup. I do recommend that you download them and print them out. Okay, so the first thing you want to do, is this the right one? Yes, is cast your vision for your voice, because if you don't have a vision for your voice and what you want to do, you won't know how to practice because you won't have a goal. It's like, hey, let's go shooting. At what? At what? Um, you need to have a target. So your target is your vision. Now, we're not going to go through all the steps because I go through that in the module, but you want to sit with this. So print these pages out, put them in your singing notebook in your 3-ring binder, and sit with them. This is you. Nobody's going to care about your voice as much as you. Nobody's going to care about your vocal development. I know, I feel like I say this every single week. Nobody's going to care about your vocal development as much as you do and as you will. So sit with this. These are made for you. They're not for, I mean, I use them. I have used them. I developed them from my own use, but like, they're not there for like decorating your hard drive. Print them out and use them. So then, once you have your vision, I want this to be so crystal clear that you can close your eyes and picture it, that you can feel it, that you can hear the sounds, that you can almost smell the smells, that you can sense the vibe of whatever's going on, the relationships that you're feeling, etc. Whatever it is, the people you're singing to, and all that jazz. Everything, just what you're wearing, what they're wearing, where you are, all those things, and have it be something you can close your eyes and have a snapshot of you succeeding in this environment, in this activity, this vocal activity of entertaining others, or whatever the setting is. That is your vision. See, I don't want to say too much because I don't want my imagination to dictate your vision. Your heart's desire dictates your vision, and then you work toward it. So then once you have the vision in mind, okay, start with the vision in mind, then you list your goals. You'll find out, when you have a vision, oh, I need to work on learning how to sing or I need to get better high notes. I need to be able to belt to do the genre of music I want to do. I need to have stage presence if I want to command a crowd. I need to get training in this, that, or the other. I need to have some acting. I need to develop my low range because I'm moving from a classical type repertoire into a pop or contemporary. So whatever it is, that was me. In order to sing on my church's worship team, which was very contemporary and band based, as a contemporary, really pop band, and I had a very classical sound, and so I had to take the next year to really train myself to be able to do both, because that's not easy to do. I did it. I just did it. I just decided, because that was my goal. I wanted to be able to use the gifts I had in my local church, and not only in places like the Bach Chorale and things like that, which I love. So I didn't want to lose that, but they're completely different approaches and completely different, vocal approaches and mental approaches. So philosophically, they're somewhat different, even though the goal of them both is to, like, say, for example, I'm singing St. John's Passion right now with the Chattanooga Bach Choir, and that is to make people aware of the gospel of Christ and of the passion of the Christ, and to make us more aware of what Jesus did for us and the sacrifice he made in his obedience unto death, even death on a cross, and then our benefit, the benefits we receive from him. Okay, I'm preaching, so let me stop preaching, even though it's awesome. But and worship and church is intended to bring people closer to God. It is intended to cast our eyes on the Lord and tune our hearts to sing his praise, but in a contemporary way. Um, so it's not better, not worse. This is not a judgment time. This is just, that's what my church was doing. And I wanted to be a part of it because I wanted to use my talents, gifts, skills, and time for the sake of my local church. And to do that, I needed to fit in. It's either, is that way or the highway. Really. So, because there's no special music, there's no nothing. It's just that 3 to 4 songs and then sermon announcements, and then maybe a song at the end. Some of y'all may worship in churches that follow that type of format, but I had to literally learn how to sing that way. So okay, so that was my goal, and I had to envision it, and then I had to well, that was my vision. I wanted to do that. I was picturing it and imagining myself doing it, and then I developed goals. How do I need to sound to blend with that band? What do I need to do physically? Because it's a very different scene visually from other types of worship formats that I've been involved in historically over the last 50 years. And so I had to think about my everything, my visual appearance, my motions, facial expressions, the way I opened my mouth, the way I had, this was microphone based and have the in-ear monitors, all the stuff, all that band type stuff, highly amplified, etc. So if that's what you want, whatever it is you want, you might be moving from contemporary to a more classical. Think of Lady Gaga when she was tapped to do here. I'm getting carried away. Think of Lady Gaga when she was tapped to do the tribute to all our favorite, whose name is escaping me, Julie Andrews. The tribute to Julie Andrews at the awards, Grammys, and she had about a 10-minute segment. She wanted to sing them in the original keys. She is not classically trained. She's highly trained, very hard worker, very self-disciplined, Lady Gaga, but had not come from a classical background. She worked with a vocal coach for 6 months straight, every single day, several hours a day. And in my opinion, was it just like Julie Andrews? No, but she nailed it. I thought it was super respectful. I had no idea how it was going to go. I did know she was a hard worker, but I was impressed. So she, no doubt, thought, what do I want to sound like? What do I want to look like? What do I want my countenance to be? Because it would be very different from, what is that? I can't think of any of her songs right now, but they're, all these kinds of things that she does, very rock, pop, dancey. Julie Andrews, very, very refined, very classically oriented, etc. So she nailed it. All right. So had to think about what she wanted to look like, be like, sound like, because it was a very different sound. So y'all can look that up because it's on YouTube, and it was terrific. I thought it was a fabulous example of being able to picture what it is that you want to be and do, and then develop goals. So she knew she had stuff she had to learn and do, and then she set about to do it. So you'll need to do that too. Think about what your goals are and write those down. Think about the time frame. When do they need to be accomplished by in order to meet your ultimate goal? And I do encourage you to think in shorter terms. Don't think in terms of someday I want to do this. Like, think in terms of like next year or whenever, 2 years. Like, really try not to think, really 5 years is a long time. you should have 5-year goals, but I want you to set yourself intermediary goals because that lights the fire. Some days don't light any fires, and you need some fires lit. We all do. So then once you're working within your 1-year goal, you list those out, and each one need to have steps. And this is why you need to sit with this. This is why you need to sit with this, because you're going to take some time and some thinking, and you're coming up with dates by when. Here's the goal, the steps that you need to take in order to achieve your one of your goals, and you need the goals that you need to accomplish within a year in order to be able to get to the 5-year goal, et cetera, et cetera. Again, I'm not going to go through this. You can read this. I've already gone on and on about this. Here is probably something you are hoping to know. Okay, so your daily practice log and journal, you can print out a stack of these and fill these out. Now, here's where I needed to kind of I need to like put these all into one document, but I made them at different times for different purposes, and that's where they've ended up. So what you want to do, here's where this would fit in. All right, so you have your 1 month goals at this level. Once you've gotten to there, then you come to your weekly planner, and within your monthly goals, you're going to fill out your weekly goals and fill out 4 of these or whatever it is you've got for the month, how many weeks are in the month, and fill it out. This week's focus is going to be either this thing or these things. Do these exercises to achieve this thing. Try these. Like these are ones that you know, that do these exercises. Try these are ones that you've come across and you've never done. And then record your minutes of practice each day. All right, that's just to help keep, and give yourself a reward if you practice your goal number of times per week. If your goal initially is 3 times a week and you get those 3 times in, throw yourself a dance party. Throw yourself a dance party. Do something to celebrate. I'm all about celebrating the tiny wins, and sometimes those are huge wins, right? Like when my mom died and I was just overwhelmed with everything, I was so happy when I would take time, and I usually would practice in the shower. I'd turn on my Bluetooth speaker with my song, my practice set, and I'd go for it. Right? So, and those were happy, and those made me feel happy, and you should feel happy, and you should do whatever you need to do to celebrate your happiness. Okay, so I've told you to collect your exercises, and here's where you're going to collect them. So you're going to print these pages out, and you really only need 1 of these at the beginning. These are your warm-up exercises and body warm-ups. You want to have a description so you remember what to do. And you write the name of your activity so you can name it quickly. The activity name is what's going to go in these exercise slots, right? So you'd write the name in there, and that's how you do it. So body warm-ups, that's how you start out, get your body a little warmed up, and then work into vocal warm-ups. Then vocal warm-ups are something you need to do every single time. Those are an assumed, okay? So those you might do, I'm going to give you a different model for this called your Fab 5. That's, that I still need to upload that, but I'm going to show it to you today. But you need to think, you can think in terms of Fab 5, 5 body warm-ups, 5 vocal warm-ups, 5 vocal workout exercises, and then a cool down. So, and that's really 5 minutes. So you're gonna do these exercises, and that's where they would go. Okay, but I am gonna show you the Fab 5. Just give me a second here. Like I said, I made these at different times for different purposes, so I really need to put them together. Okay, y'all. All right, warm-up exercises and vocal workout exercises. So those are that's the difference between the page before this and this one. This is vocal workout. The last one was vocal warm up. You always need to do vocal warm ups. You don't always need to do vocal workout exercises, but your vocal workout exercises are what help you accomplish your goals, because your goals tell you what you need to work on, and you start your list of things that have purpose. And that's where you're going to look. When you are working on specific goals, you're going to look down here in your purpose column, and you're going to throw them in that sheet on your daily exercise. Here's another one of those. Now, I want to show you, and I didn't bring it up. I brought those two up. I want to show you the Fab Five. Fab Five. There we go. That's not it. Okay, I'm back. I had to pause. You'll see that the timer has skipped about 5 minutes, but 6 minutes, but I was having some technical software issues with Microsoft Word. It wouldn't let me do what I needed to do. So I want to show you this. Okay, let's pull this up. Here is the Fab Five workout. So this is how you can build a daily vocal practice. You have collected all these exercises. You've got your big list here. Now you've got your big list over here. Well, I can't show you that at the moment because it is on a different thing. But you've got your body warm-ups, vocal warm-ups, and vocal workouts. You know your purposes of each one. You can really keep them here or there, but that one gives you more room to practice. That should probably be your master list, and this is just like a quick list. So here is the actual how to build your practice. You have your week's focus, which you have that weekly focus. Let me show you again. I'm sorry. Just being sure that I'm showing you the stuff. Where is my Safari? There we go. So we've got your weekly, where are you? This is daily practice. You have your monthly, where'd it go? Blue, there it is. Okay. So weekly planner, all right? So you have your focus. All right, back to the lovely building your thing. So here it is. You would put your body warm-ups here. You would, and that is your focus on, and it should relate to the week's focus. Vocal warm-ups, focus on, should relate to the weekly focus. And each one you could have a slightly different thing. And you might have, I wouldn't put too many things in your week's focus list. You can change it next week, but if you want to kind of really hammer on something, this is how you could do it. Vocal workout is what it doesn't say WEO, it says vocal workout exercises. And then what songs are you going to work on? List them here so you stay on track. Then list whatever exercises you're going to do. For a cool down, you do need to bring your muscles back to a state of recovery and normalcy. And then take a few minutes to assess, how did the practice go? Were you distracted? Were you interrupted? Did you nail everything? Were there areas you struggled with? And do you have any thoughts for the next time you do this? Okay, so that is one. I wanted to show you also an example of how you might fill that out. This I did for one of my students, and we were just working on this and how she would fill this out for herself. So she had the name of this. We called it Painting Rainbows. It was a thing for a body warm-up. And so everything has like a little name that she remembered, right? And this is how I do my stuff. I name it something I can remember. And then we did the vocal warm-up. And at this time, everything was pretty short, and she was pretty new. She was learning a lot of new stuff. new exercises, and so we did we did it that way. So she had a lot. She had 12 in her vocal warm up, and she was also practicing about 45 minutes each time she practiced. And then we had the workout ones that were working on different things. I didn't get as far as filling out her purpose. I just was trying to show her what to do. So this is how you can do it. I'm showing you what to do. So let's see. So I hope you find that helpful. Will you please? I'm gonna upload these documents. You can print them out and put them in whatever order you want in your singing binder. And whatever works for your brain, like put the vision part and then the goals, the things you need to work on in 5 years, 1 year, 1 month, etc. Then your monthly planner, your weekly planner, and your daily. No, you don't do the daily journal log, and you wouldn't, let me show you. You wouldn't do, where are you, Safari? You wouldn't do necessarily this one and bring it up. Wrong one. Sorry. Wait a minute. Nope. Stop sharing. Lost track of it. Okay. And this one. This could be your, well, this is really the weekly focus one. Okay, I take that back. You would do this one. You would have this one. This would be your weekly one, and then you would have your daily log. Now, this is also meant to try to streamline and simplify. So if you want to just use this and follow it, and after each practice, complete this bottom section, totally good. What's the best kind of practice session? That's a great question. The answer is the one you will do. That's the answer. The one you will do. Do what you need to do to get yourself practicing regularly. It's just like your exercise. I mean, you could theoretically learn that, doing the elliptical is the best way to fill in the blank, to do whatever. But if you don't have an elliptical and you have to go 15 minutes to do the elliptical, and you'd be much more motivated to turn on a video of a dancing workout exercise or a home-based resistance thing with some aerobic stuff to it. The one you do is the one that's going to keep you healthy. You need to do it. You need to do it regularly. So take these tools and resources that I've created. Let me get back off of the share. Take the tools and the resources I've created. They are for you. It is like the law in the Torah. They're really, they are for you. They're for people. They're for the benefit of the people, to draw us to God, not for us to serve the law. Okay? The law is intended to draw us to God and to worship God only, not just to do the law for the sake of the law. The exercise, all the worksheets are there to help you better your voice. Print them all out, look at them, read through them, ask yourself, what will I use? Recycle the rest, put the ones you're going to use, make more copies of them, put them in your singing notebook, and get on with it, right? Don't belabor it. All right, and yeah, don't think you have to use all those pages, because a lot of them are redundant, as you saw, and some of them are going to help you move forward, and some of them are not. So use the ones that are going to help you move forward, that are going to help you practice, they're going to give you a structure, and please send me any questions. Let's see, this is week 3 of April. Next week is What's in Your Way for April. What's in Your Way week. So please, what's in your way? What's in your way, friend? How can I help you remove the obstacles and the barriers, anything that's overcomplicated, anything that's a lack of knowledge? whatever. I don't know, what's in your way isn't always what's in my way. So what's in your way? How can I help? All right, I want to help. So please send me your things that are in your way, and we'll try to remove those barriers. Okay, have a wonderful week.